Welcome to our statistics series. Today, we are diving into histograms. A histogram is one of the most powerful tools for visualizing continuous data. By the end of this video, you will understand how histograms differ from regular bar charts, how to construct them using intervals, and how to interpret the shapes of data distributions. Before we build a graph, we must understand the data. Data comes in two main types, discrete and continuous. Discrete data typically involves counting, like the number of students in a class or shoe sizes. Notice the gaps between the points? Now, continuous data involves measuring. Things like height, weight, or time. Continuous data flows smoothly without gaps, represented here by a continuous line. So, what exactly is a histogram? It is a graphical representation that organizes continuous data points into user-specified ranges. While it might look like a simple bar graph, it serves a specific purpose. It shows the frequency distribution. That means it tells us how often data falls into certain ranges. A common mistake is confusing histograms with bar charts. Let's look at the differences. A bar chart is used for categories, like comparing apples and oranges. Notice the gaps between the purple bars? A histogram, however, is for continuous data ranges. Because the number line is continuous, the bars touch each other. There are no gaps between the intervals. To manage continuous data, we group it into intervals called bins. Imagine a number line. We chop it up into equal segments. For example, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, and so on. Every data point drops into one of these bins. The raw data points are shown as blue dots here, falling into their respective red intervals. Building a histogram involves three main steps. First, you collect your data, such as the heights of people in centimeters. Second, you decide on your bins, creating equal intervals like 150 to 160. Finally, you count how many people fit into each bin and draw the bars. The height of the bar represents that count. When you see a histogram, here is how to read it. The horizontal x-axis represents your continuous variable, like test scores. The vertical y-axis represents frequency, which just means how many. The height of each bar tells you the count of data points that fall within that specific range on the x-axis. Histograms also reveal the shape of your data. This is a symmetric distribution. You might know it as the Bell Curve or normal distribution. Notice how the left and right sides are roughly mirror images of each other, with the highest peak right in the center. This is very common in nature. Sometimes data is not symmetrical, it is skewed. If the long tail extends to the right, towards the higher numbers, we call it right skewed or positively skewed. Conversely, if the tail extends to the left, towards the lower numbers, it is left skewed or negatively skewed. The direction of the tail tells you the skew. Let's recap what we learned. Histograms are for visualizing continuous data distributions. We group this data into ranges called bins. Unlike bar charts, histograms have no gaps between the bars. And finally, the overall shape of the histogram tells us if our data is symmetric or skewed.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.